Great start. I've never gone live on my wall before, so I don't know if anyone will watch this or even care. I hope that the audio is okay because I'm clearly in my bathroom. But I just wanted to share how I make my own makeup remover, eye makeup remover, face, whatever. I've talked to some friends about how I make this, and it's like so easy, and people don't seem to believe me. So I just wanted to show you guys like really how easy it is. As immediately I realized I forgot an important part. Going to need, I get these in a 3-pack from Target. Just need to figure out which one's open. Yeah, none of them, whatever. So, there we go. There was the hardest part. So I've got my recipe pulled up here on my Oily Notebook. Hi, friends. And if you don't use oilynotebook.com, obviously it's my own personal website, so I find it particularly fabulous. But it is really amazing for oily organization, so I highly recommend it. So this recipe is killer. I am going to show you really quick how to make this. My ingredients are mostly water. We're putting it in a jar. This is the same size as the rounds, so it fits real well. Hey, Amanda. I missed some people joining. Hello, trying to scroll. You're going to need a carrier oil. You can really use anything you want that's good for your face. I really like sweet almond oil. I love how it makes my face feel so soft and smooth. It's a lightweight one. The comedogenic rating is pretty low. I can't remember, like a 1 or a 2. I'd have to look at my list. So it's just a really nice facial one. You're going to want witch hazel, which is good as a toner for your face. You're all familiar with it. But you're going to want the alcohol-free because you want to be, unless you want to use something else to take your eye makeup off. But I'm lazy. I want to use both, do it all at the same time. So I get the alcohol-free. This one happens to be rose-scented. It's not rose water. Right, Stephanie? Am I doing Stephanie told me this is not rose water. It is witch hazel that's rose-scented, but it smells nice and I like it. So, easy peasy. And then I've got my measuring spoon, and I use a different one for my oils because it just kind of stays a little oily, so I just use a separate one for my DIY stuff. And now I've got some very special oils here lined up. The main one that you want to use in a makeup remover is lavender. It's really good it helps your eyelashes be especially lustrous. Apparently, there's something called lash mites, which I don't think anybody should ever Google. But this can help with that, so that's a good thing. And it's just a great overall face oil. Ylang ylang I mostly use for my hair to make it fabulously soft. But it's also just a very good skin oil, so I like it in there. Frankincense, also amazing, just gonna help everything just be smooth and bright. And then purification is my magic friend. If you knew me a few years back and the history of major iffiness of my skin, purification is my super friend. All right, so here we go. As the other phone, Scott let me steal his phone. So you're on this one. My recipe's on this one. All right, we've got 2 tablespoons of sweet almond oil, and I've got my little jar down here. My hands are a little shaky. I feel like I'm live to so many more people than normal. Weirdly nervous, but you guys all love me anyway, right? All right. Woo! Oh, I'm so shaking. How hilarious. This is why whenever I sing a solo anywhere, I wear a long dress. Hi, that's not right. I wear a long dress because my knees knock when I sing a solo on stage. If you've ever seen me, always with the long dress. Feel free to ask me any questions. I feel like you guys are all staring at me and not saying anything. All right, so we got 2 tablespoons sweet almond oil. And then we've got 2 to 3 drops of lavender. And if you haven't used oils yet, they're really easy. They're so fun. It's really easy to pour. You just kind of start pouring, and if the drops don't come out, you pivot until you get to the little, I'm going to do 3 drops, until you get, because there's a big air hole, but then there's just actually a tiny prick, which is what, big prick hole, which is where the oils come from. Okay, we got 1 drop of lavender. We've got 1 to 2 drops of frankincense, and I'm going to do 1. I'm not singing right now. I do 1 because because the second one always sneaks out because frankincense is a very thin oil. Oh, what do you want? Little Les Miserables? No? It's been a while. Let's see here. How many drops of purification? I'm going to do 2. This stuff just keeps me from looking like a teenager, which I appreciate at 35. Okay, and then ylang ylang. And I mix this stuff with argan oil after I get out of the shower. Hi, Kenzo. And I put it in my hair. Kenzo, just let Adri watch this. And then we've got how many, we're making makeup remover. How many of Ylang Ylang? 1 to 2 drops of Ylang Ylang. I'm just going to do 1 because I added purification this time, which I don't always do. And I don't want to overdo it. The face is a very gentle, you know, sensitive skin. So you want to be careful. All right, and then we've got 1 tablespoon alcohol-free witch hazel. Here we go. I do like how this stuff smells, even if it's not rose petal, like rose water or whatever it's called, which I should try making someday. It smells nice, and I like it. I like it. Hi, Hannah. No, this is definitely up your alley. You're a makeup girl. This is easy homemade makeup remover. All right, and 2 tablespoons of water, and I can post this recipe for sure once I finish. I'll update the description. Okay. And it calls for like distilled or filtered water, but you know, my tap water is not that bad anyway. And it's what I wash my dishes with. It's what I cook with. Like, it's really unlikely to kill me. All right. So here we go. We got our mix. Give it a little swirl. Nice little shake. And then, this part's going to be hard to show. I've got this phone doohickey hanging from my hand towel holder thing. So basically, I don't need to go all the way through this, but you just kind of start taking some rounds. You just kind of squish them in until they're getting submerged. I don't want to, you know, touch them till I'm about to use it, but just kind of keep squishing it in. If you're being really smart, you can make this in a measuring cup and pour it over bit by bit if you're like seriously on your game. Or you can just mush them in there and then turn it upside down overnight with the lid on real tight. Because easy hacks for those of us who forgot to get a measuring cup. Really, let's be honest here. But I've totally done it both ways, so it's fine. So I'm going to fill it up, squish them on in there, and so you can see it's kind of coming up from the bottom. And so really, if I just keep squishing, it just keeps, you know, because physics. And so all I'm going to do is tighten the lid really good, really well. Don't tell my almost 5-year-old I just said good. And I'm just going to flip it upside down and let the oil soak through overnight. But I wanted to show you guys how well it goes. So I saved one from last night. Hey, Felina. So here's one I found that I really like, the pads from Target. I got one from Sprouts, and they were super fat, and they sucked up a lot of the makeup remover, which was great, but then it was like dripping off of me, and that's not what you need. But I found it worked better if you kind of squeeze it out a little bit, and just make sure you want it saturated but not dripping, making an oily mess. You just want that good stuff to stay on your face, right? So here's how well this works. So I always do the eye makeup last because it's clearly the dirtiest part. And I do this right before bed usually, or if my eye makeup is just annoying me. Does anyone else get that? Where like your eyelashes are just kind of, your eyes are kind of itchy by the end of the day, even if you're wearing good mascara. Just like, I'm done. I'm done with it. Ooh, I look so shiny and fantastic now, but just remember this is beauty oil. That's why I'm shiny. Right? Go with it. Hi, Marco. I'm taking off my eye makeup. My makeup with a homemade makeup remover. This is my junior high passer has just joined. So we got the rest of me. Get my eyebrows. And then, so you can see I am wearing eyeliner and mascara. I didn't do eyeshadow today. But here's what I've gotten so far of my makeup. Hi, Carissa. Glowing, yes. Well, the good news is this stuff really, really does make me glow. I love it. I love going to sleep after, like, I almost want to wear makeup daily, even with toddlers in my life and babies in my life who take up my time, and I don't have time for that. Like, because I just love how my face looks in the morning after I've done it, after I've done this, you know? So here we go. We got one eye clear. This is kind of end-of-day crummy makeup. Boom. So easy, right? And so I probably stuffed like 20 or 30 at least little things, little cotton rounds in that jar. And so it's just so easy. It's so fantastic. It takes off, if you're wearing a bunch of eyeshadow, it takes that off too. Hey, Katrina. So it's just so easy. And then I usually like lick. Look how gross that is. And it all came right off. Super easy if you're trying to just take your makeup off before bed, you know? And I usually fold it over and use the back and just get some of that good stuff, you know, because as we get older, apparently we start to need beauty products other places. I get like crepey chest skin, you know? So I just want to spread that oily awesomeness around before it's all gone. Anybody but me? So yeah, so easy. And you guys are going to love this. And then, you know, trash. And so crazy easy. And here's my jar. I can even fit some more in there, so I'm totally going to jam that in and make sure it soaks it all up. And I hope that that was fun, that you guys liked that. I'm a lovely glowy face, and so normally I would just go straight to bed like this. I'm not going to, since it's not bedtime quite yet. But yeah, and you're gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. I hope you guys like this. I will talk to you all later.